We are live. It's Thursday night. It's 8 o'clock, and we are the Living in Jacksonville channel. It is official, and it is officially the night before Thanksgiving, Halloween. Jeez, I'm already on Thanksgiving. We haven't even gotten through Halloween yet.
I know. Yeah, it's it's a chilly day. It feels seasonal.
It does. I like the weather like this. I like it like it's chilly. I mean, got the long sleeve on, the zipper up. It's like,
Yeah, I got my flannel.
yeah, you look comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
big.
actually,
Let me ask you a question because tomorrow's Halloween. It's Friday night. We live in the most family life in steroids. We know it's going to be a big night. What is bigger? Now, I hope nobody gets offended by this at all. It's just in fun and games. But what's your opinion? What's bigger, Halloween or Christmas?
well, I think it's just different. I think Christmas is much more like your immediate family, and so
Yeah.
maybe you don't notice like how big it is, but Halloween is such a big community event
Yes.
that you just see everybody's out. Everybody's outside, everybody's having
Yeah.
fun and being neighborly and just,
Even
enjoy.
the Halloween, even the people that don't have kids are out there.
Oh
Just
yeah.
have a table out on the driveway.
Yeah,
Sometimes you'll see an adult table and a children's table. So
that's right.
that is right.
I've seen everything from cotton candy machines to I've seen people doing hot dogs, grilling hot dogs and handing those
Yeah.
out too. So
Yeah.
all kinds of fun stuff. So
There's the one neighbors that do the fried, what is it? I don't know. They're frying something. One of those fair foods that everybody, but yeah, you're right. Anyway, big night tomorrow. It's Halloween. Northeast Florida. We're getting a little cooler weather today, starting in the 40s, 50s in the early morning, and then perfectly sunny in 70s. And what are we talking about? We're doing updates on Thursday night of development and what's going on in Jacksonville, right?
that's right. Real quick, like you said, it's chilly. This could be the coldest Halloween in a decade. So I saw that headline and I had to share. So for Northeast Florida, it's cold for us. So, the high was 68 today. We're chilly.
Well, we're happy because we're dressing up as the I know I'm told I'm supposed to be Tin Man. My one daughter's gonna be in a lion costume, so I'm grateful. It's gonna be cold for her. I think I have a scarecrow. I forget what my wife's gonna be doing, but yeah, it might be perfect for the weather tomorrow if I have to dress up like a Tin Man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so getting into it, we are talking about the World Golf Village area today and SilverLeaf. But one of the big headlines I saw was there's going to be a $2.9 million Rivian service center in St. John's. It gets its permit. This was recent. On the 15th, they got the permit. So this is going to be near the new Tokoi High School. I'll pull up a map in a minute. According to the permit, the center will be 48,243 square feet. And it's the leased property that they're going to have. And I read that this is going to be for storage, part storage, and vehicle prep. So, and this looks like this is part of what Rivian is wanting. They're expanding in this area. I found an older article from Rivian. It looks like they're going to put in like a demo center in St. Augustine, and it's right in the same little area where the current permitting building is going. So
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, I don't know. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're beautiful cars. I'm a Tesla driver, as some of you know that watch my videos. I always joke about with the big Tesla monitor and how it's awesome it is to be able to show people on the map live where we are,
yeah,
where we're going, but not have to stop at a gas station. We're spread out. But I'll tell you what, Rivian is a fine looking SUV if you can afford it. So I think this is going to be a big thing. I mean, we have a brand new Tesla store in the last few years in Atlantic Beach. Now in World Golf Village, we're going to have a big Rivian store. So that's going to be pretty cool.
right. So this is where it will be. This is where the service center and part storage will be. And then I think this area here is where the demo center will be. And as I back up, you can see the new Tokoi Creek High School. Uh, and you can see Costco and Buc-ee's, and there's a Bass Pro Shops right there, and I-95. So this is really conveniently located. Really, for a lot of Jacksonville and St. Johns County, it's a quick, easy breezy ride down 95 and get on International Golf Parkway, and you're pretty much there.
Yeah, right in between World Golf Village and Silverleaf.
Right, exactly. So it's a beautiful location, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. And Rivian has a lot of interesting, just I think, partnerships. I was digging into the company in a little bit. These cool Amazon trucks, if you've seen these on the road, this is Rivian.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is a Rivian vehicle. So that when you see this, that's part of that brand. And also I saw that they have a new product. Amazon will buy thousands of pedal assist cargo vehicles from a Rivian spin-off company. So they have these neat little pedal assist cargo vehicles that are going to be
for their warehouses, I assume.
Yeah, it seems to me that this might be better for like a big city delivery system, but just still really cool. Rivian electric vehicles are just really neat. So this is, I guess, what it looks like without the big box on the back for the packages. So just very futuristic. So
yeah, whole new world.
It's really, I think it's very cool that Rivian's looking at our area and thinking, all right, let's move into this area. It just tells me that this area is moving forward and future thinking is, and they think so too. So
yeah, well, it's logistical reasons, right? I mean, we've got a massive port, and we're right here by rail, and we're the gateway to Florida. So I mean, you can go west Panhandle or across I-10, or you can go north. So it's a great location, and they know it. And not only that, we just have so much more expansion here in Jacksonville area and St. Augustine. So they know it.
Yeah, so pretty cool. So Rivian, I'm excited about it. And I think I've always thought it was a cool car, but they are pricey.
They are pricey.
But my minivan's getting to be 11 years old. We'll see. Maybe one day.
Whoa. All right.
I'll put it out there.
Okay. You got to manifest it some way or another.
Yeah, you got to manifest. So, yeah. Also, I saw this article pop up for World Golf Village. Let me start over. World Golf Village retirement community to build a $4.3 million auditorium. So this is for a retirement community in the World Golf Village community. It's going to be part of Westminster St. Augustine in World Golf Village. And it's a cultural enrichment center. And the plans have been approved. So they've gotten the go-ahead for a 300-seat auditorium.
Okay.
So this is a brand new project that just popped up. And so there we go.
More retirees coming to St. Augustine, baby.
Hey, but this, an auditorium sounds like it'll bring some interesting arts, maybe some music.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Speaking of, the future of World Golf Village hangs in the balance with, the Hall of Fame and the IMAX Theater, that piece of it, that is currently empty, and the county is trying to figure out what to do with that. And the plans have kind of hit a little bit of a hiccup. So the redevelopment for that area is held up because the World Golf Foundation, hold on. Actually, that's not who has the restrictions on it. There are restrictions on what can be built there. So, and it's in place.
Permitting issues of some sort.
Right. So there's deed restrictions that limit the property use until 2046, and that's hindering the redevelopment plans. So now it's going to go to a trial that's set for May in 2026. But in the meantime, they're still trying to figure out what could go there. So they're still looking at, we've talked about it before, with Golftopia as one of the options, or a mixed use senior development was another option that the county is looking at. but it does have to clear this hurdle first. Getting those deed restriction limits.
Lifted. Yeah.
They've got to figure out that piece of the puzzle first. But looking at the Golftopia plans that they had, I do think timeline wise, maybe it may still work out, because the proposal for that one stated if that was approved, the project would begin in 2028 and wrap up by 2029. And the fountains at World Golf Village, this was the senior community, independent living community. They would be a quicker turnaround. So I guess they're just moving forward, trying to figure out, okay, what can we have ready to go, and if we get all of these restrictions sort of squared away. So, and this plan for
there's a lot of retirement talk in that World Golf Village area. I mean, you're saying an auditorium for that. Now we're talking about another
possibility, of independent living. If the county decided to choose that. I will say though that both of these plans got approved to move forward, and the submissions, the next step would be new submissions for January 26, 2026, and there would be presentations in March. So they are looking ahead and moving forward. To me, I think that's a good sign that they're thinking positively, that hopefully they can figure out the deed restrictions and, get those empty buildings filled up.
Go Golftopia. Just kidding.
I mean, I'm with you on that. It looks like
that does look fun for families, but anyway. All right.
Also, there is, more residential that is going to pop up over in that area. St. Johns County green lights residential project over office and retail development near I-95. So they're going to put a townhome development. This is I-95, and this is where the proposed development will go. And I'll show you on another map in just a minute. And it looks like it'll be 295 townhomes. They picked that over more intense commercial or apartment developments. So they were kind of trying to pick something, I think, that would not be as huge of a traffic burden.
Yeah.
But 300 new townhomes in that area. It's still, still pretty significant. So you can see on this map, townhomes. I'll close the little box out so you can see it's this spot right here. Here's I-95, World Golf Village. You can see Costco and all that is over here, but this is the townhomes.
Yeah, what was behind it next to it there? It looks like another community was right there on the other map behind it. No, behind the new townhome development.
This one?
No, it was right here on the other map that you had. It was literally lined up right against it, but yeah. I mean, it's affordable housing, but still, it's a lot of units, 295 units, and we have so many apartments.
I see it.
Yeah, what is that community?
It says Parkland Preserve Neighborhood.
Okay.
So it does. That looks like a new thing too. I don't think that's on the development map yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing that. Whoop. Oh, actually, it is there.
Okay.
So it's already there. So if you're in that Parkland Preserve neighborhood, it looks like you'll have some townhome neighbors.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that is that. I do always love looking at this development tracker map in St. Johns County.
Yeah.
They do a good job of keeping things up to date. So you can kind of just click around. Sometimes it's not all that interesting. Like if you're looking at things for mass grading or things like that, that's not very interesting. But, a new townhome project, I always recommend looking at this periodically and just seeing if anything's popping up near your home or your neighborhood.
Well, yeah, if you're considering a specific area, I mean, that's a very big thing to look at. I mean, there's things going on now off of 210 where people were in certain communities like Mill Creek Forest, and they had no idea the landings at St. John was going to be so big and all, like commercial right there. So Yeah, those are things you definitely want to be looking at. If you see a lot of preserve around your community, you want to make sure that it's going to remain that way.
Right. And I mean, it's just, if you're always ever curious, like just, oh, I see something going up over there. If you pull this up, it's the St. Johns County Development Tracker. It should pop up for you in Google, but it's a pretty handy little map.
Sure. Yeah. If you like to know what's going on.
I mean, and then I saw these big names pop up: Chipotle, Panda Express, planned at proposed St. Johns County Walmart Supercenter. The restaurants would join Chick-fil-A and Chase Bank, which are also under review there. So this is, again, over in that Tocoi Creek High School area. That's where that Walmart is going to go. So there is so much happening over there right now. So here, again, is at Tocoi Creek. This is where that Rivian Center is, and this is where we're looking for Walmart.
I don't know how much more traffic we can take on that area over there in World Golf Village. I mean, I know they're building that new road, but seriously, that I mean, we got Bass Pro Shop off that exit. You've got Costco. You got Buc-ee's. I mean, and then you go further west. Now you're gonna have a Walmart Supercenter and then a Chick-fil-A. Really?
And Chipotle and Panda Express. I mean, it is bringing all the things. It's going to be so popular. But, you know, I also think for all those kids over at Tocoi Creek, I don't know if they're allowed to leave for lunch or if they're swinging in, you know, grabbing breakfast on the way. Maybe that Chick-fil-A will be a great little pit stop.
I'm sure it is. I don't think Chick-fil-A doesn't calculate the most busy intersections that they can add more traffic to. Come on.
Oh, true. True.
Yeah.
But they are working on that road, and I actually have an update on that in just a moment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
for all my World Golf Village people in SilverLeaf, you're probably looking for relief.
Yep. Yeah. And
relief.
I learned something over the weekend reading this article. It's Dutch Bros coffee. It's not brothers. You have to say bros.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I didn't know either.
Dutch Bros. Okay.
Dutch Bros coffee is also planned east of the proposed Walmart Supercenter. So there's going to be a Dutch Bros.
All right.
So all right there. So you're going to have that Walmart, you're going to have Rivian, you're going to have Dutch Bros.
I don't know what it is with Dutch Bros, but I have lots of mutual friends that drive quite a distance specifically for Dutch Bros coffee.
Right. Right. So now, you know, there will be another one. You'll have many options in St. Johns County. So pretty exciting.
Your caffeine fix.
You get your caffeine fix.
I just tried my new concoction today. It wasn't coffee. It's called mud water. It's all over my Facebook and social media. And it's like a mushroom mix, like a tropic or whatever you call that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like an alternative to coffee. And it says on there, you can't make an assessment for at least 2 weeks. So I'm trying to cut out caffeine and seeing if this mushroom miracle mix, but they said for 2 weeks and you should notice better energy, better focus, blah, blah, blah. So I'm an addict for caffeine. That's my biggest downfall. So I'm open.
Yeah, I love coffee, but do you like the taste of the mud water?
I only had it the first day today, and it wasn't bad. It was different. I know why they call it mud water. For sure, you have to really use the mixer to really get it. So it's interesting. I mean, you were saying Dutch Brothers. Was it you were saying they're doing a lot of protein coffees now? Or is that what they do that?
They do have.
That's brilliant, in my opinion.
I know. Well, and Starbucks started copying that too, I think. So I saw that on their menu recently. They've added a protein option.
Well, they should. It's a brilliant idea. They're behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yep. I mean, Dutch Bros, they're popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
You got to go in there and try it.
Yeah. And that road project, part of it, that St. John's Parkway is open. So that happened this week on Tuesday. So here we go. They had their official ribbon cutting Tuesday morning. So County Road 2209 is what they call it, but I keep seeing it on the map as St. John's Parkway.
So is that the one that goes through Silverleaf, and then instead of cutting over, you just go straight through past the new hospital?
So this,
Um,
yeah, that will be this is like the new Publix, and I believe there's also
yes.
a hospital, and this is an apartment complex, and then there's
So
Tokoi.
they've already opened it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shortcut, if you will. Um, and it's very much needed. So it's going to be interesting if that's
Yeah,
going to
so
release
just
some
on
of the
Tuesday,
traffic.
they did the ribbon cutting and people were driving through it. I saw on
Yeah,
Facebook some people were giving it a big old woohoo.
yeah, yeah. No, it's very much needed because I mean, World Golf Village needs some relief there on their traffic on certain intersections, especially near that high school. But I have to say, I mean, I'll say it again. I did a video for my Tuesday nights, and I was just saying anybody can complain all they want about traffic in Jacksonville or Northeast Florida, but I'll tell you what, I give kudos to all the county officials in all the suburbs of Jacksonville. Man, they are really keeping up with development. These roads are coming up quickly. The schools are being built quickly. So I can't poo-poo on any of them. I don't care what anybody says. They're keeping up at a very nice pace, if you ask me. So
Yeah, this is a really nice little roadway artery, if you will, that will connect, where we're talking about all of that Walmart stuff here, Tokoi Creek High School. This road,
yeah,
cuts through there. Before they were having to go kind of, if you're coming from this spot here at Aspire at Silverleaf, you're having to go kind of through Silverleaf Parkway and make your way around. You
all the
can,
way around.
it's a
Yeah,
5-minute difference, but that's a big 5-minute difference,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, 18 minutes now or 13 minutes if you go the long way. So it's just,
yeah,
it's nice to have that option.
yeah.
And as you can see, that road just kind of keeps going. It just
And they're
goes.
going to need it. Silverleaf's building 16,000 homes in the next 10, 15 years totals, and that commercial is going to follow it. I mean, we got a hospital, we got the biggest Publix in the state of Florida. I mean, so much is going to follow that. I mean, Silverleaf's going to blow up. It looks like nothing now, really. People don't have any idea how crazy it feels. Desolate when you're driving through there. They're installing still the new cell phone tower there right now because the cell phone coverage stinks, but it's going to be hooked up pretty soon. And that whole area is it's fantastic location. And the commercial that's going to follow is going to be massive. So we need these infrastructure and these road systems now for sure. So it's brilliant.
Right. So they're right on top of that. And speaking of just some more sort of, I think, infrastructure things, in that same little area, there's going to be a Silverleaf veterinarian that is on its way. So that Silverleaf Parkway, they don't even have the new road on this development map yet. You see, there's a big
Yeah.
blank spot. So right on that same little area that we were just talking about, right at the top there, there's going to be a veterinarian, and there's going to be a Publix up in this area. But you can see on this map, I think that this kind of piggybacks on what you were saying. You can see all of this that is coming. Brightland at Silverleaf, that phase is coming. But if you compare that map to the satellite map, I'll pull this up again. Right here is what they're talking about. You can see, I mean, right now it's there isn't anything there in that Brightland
Yeah.
subdivision. That next little piece that's coming, and it's, it is big. So it is a lot of stuff. And then you can see on here too, you've got more out parcels for commercial infrastructure. So there is more coming.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily know what it's going to be yet, but they
It's
do.
going to be everything because if you have 16,000 homes, you need a vet's office, you need the dental office, you're going to have multiple urgent cares, you're going to have the pediatrics, you're going to have
Right.
uh, daycares popping up left and right. They have the new K through 8 school that's going to be opening up next
Right.
fall. Yeah. So, I mean, Silverleaf's not even started yet. And it's been around a while, but it's not even started yet, in my
It's
opinion.
just getting going.
Just getting going. Yeah. They're saying in 7, 8 years, they're going to have a community for all our horsey people,
Oh,
acreage communities for people that are, what do you call that? people that ride horses, equestrians.
Equestrians. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. So they're going to have like a community with horses.
Yeah, an equestrian community with acreage lots. So I don't know how much it's going to cost, but yeah, that's the plan. That's the big news over there. It's the rumor.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Depends on
Also
what
over
it's gonna. I'll let you know if it's a good idea until I see the price tag.
oh, there, true.
Yeah.
There's a new daily store ready for construction in SilverLeaf. It's a gas station. You know, if you drive a Tesla, I guess you don't really need the gas station, but
No, but I love Daly's Cuban coffees and their Cuban sandwiches. So with the pickles and mustard, so I'm okay.
Okay. So, yep. So we're going to have a new Daly's gas station over in the Silverleaf area. That permit has been approved in September. So that is underway. Which is
Dailies and Wawas, baby. People, you know what? You think people don't watch or listen? I was with some customers visiting from out of town, and out of nowhere, we're showing him, and she says, "Oh, I didn't know that you like gas station food." And I'm like, "Well, I do admit that I do eat occasional, but I don't go seeking out dining at gas stations." But
oh, I love
hey,
that. So
it kind of tickles me. It's kind of funny, right? Because you think, all right, are people really listening? And we've had some conversations about probably the Wawa shakes and the sandwiches at Daly's probably, but I keep feeding into it. And then I go, oh my gosh, people are actually listening because they go, oh, I don't, I'm not knocking you for it. Like, thanks.
it's the funny things that people remember. You hope sometimes I feel like some of those things you say, you hope they don't remember.
Yeah, literally. They're like, yeah, the guy in the fancy Tesla exit goes to gas stations, not to get gas, but to eat.
Eat the food.
Look, people, I'm in a rush all the time, and I don't necessarily want to be in a Chick-fil-A line or Chipotle's or any of that stuff. I just want to go into a gas station, grab a Cuban, and out. They make them quick. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know, you're in a hurry and you're working hard for them. So that just goes to show.
Yeah, 100%. You guys can make fun of me. Whoever's watching this and recording, put it in the comments. It's okay. Last week we got the comments about all the Omega, the Rolex people, all that. It's all good. I love it. I love the banter. The fact that I don't know what an Omega watch is, yeah, it's pretty pathetic. And there's a new store coming to St. John's, and I don't even know, and I don't really, whatever. You know.
Well, you know.
But that's for my watch people, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
I share it so that the people who are Omega people know, and then, you know, the people who don't, that's okay.
If you're a Rivian person and you hate Tesla, go ahead and put it in the comments, because I'm on my second Tesla and I have never driven a Rivian. I'm tempted. I'm not. But if you're more of a Rivian person than Tesla, I'd love to hear about your experience, besides the fact that it's,
I mean, they do look cool.
They're expensive. But anyway,
yeah.
I digress. Okay. What's next here?
Is going to be over here. I think it's going to be right next to this Turner Ace Hardware, which, you know, I love the Ace Hardwares around here. I think they're great. If you haven't shopped in one, you should definitely swing through. They're all a little different. Sometimes, you know, you'll see different names. There's Turner Ace Hardware and there's Proctor Ace Hardware. There's different Ace Hardwares. They have different names, so they'll all be a little bit different. But usually there's some cool stuff in there. I always find cool T-shirts there. So, you know, just a helpful hint. So that Daily.
All right. I may have a gas station, Dailies, and Wawa's problem, but you have some kind of Turner thing going on. T-shirts?
I have an Ace Hardware thing for sure.
Okay. All right.
You know, you like what you like.
Yes. Not. I didn't even know they sold T-shirts. I've never been in one, so I can't knock it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if all of them do, because I know there's a Hagen Ace Hardware that, like I said, they're all a little different. It's really weird that, yeah, I know.
You're digging a hole. All right.
I'm into the Ace Hardware. Okay. Also, at the Silverleaf Publix Anchored Shopping Center, there's going to be a Fifth Third Bank. So if that is your bank, you will have a nice, easy one to get to. And it's just nice to know what the little necessities are coming. So that's the latest of the.
Look, when Publix comes, they're all coming afterwards. Let's face it. When Publix plants, it's coming. And we have our new Publix in Nocatee that's opening up, and I'm like looking around it going, what else is going to be in that plaza?
Right.
'Cause
Well, and
they
actually,
all.
I have an opening date for the Nocatee Publix.
Oh,
Um, that is going to be November 15th. So that
great. So everybody in that section of Nocatee, please go there and stop going to the one in the regular town center. Thank you.
it is very busy on the one in the regular town center, but
Yes.
I tend to go to what I call now the little Publix, the one that used to be
The Greenwise.
yeah, I just think
Yeah.
that was the easier one to get in and out of.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, the new one, November 15th. So that'll be, the cool new Publix in Nocatee. But the Publix
Yeah.
over on SilverLeaf Parkway, it's going here. It's in that same area that we've been talking about this whole time on that St. John's Parkway that just opened this road. So this is all up and coming. You'll have a Fifth Third Bank. And this Publix is supposed to be a massive Publix.
Biggest one in Florida.
Yeah, so it is going to be a big one. Let's see. I have some stats.
55.
55,701 square foot Publix, and it's attached to a 2,100 square foot liquor store, and it will include outdoor seating. So it's going to have a Pours, Pours, and that will have like wine and beers, and then usually some non-alcoholic beverages as well.
Have you heard that on Fridays that there are quite a few people at the little Publix having cocktails on a Friday, like a little happy hour? Have you heard that?
I have heard that. I've never been, but I have
Okay.
heard it.
All right, y'all. If you're watching and you didn't know that Publix is starting a little happy hour in some of their stores now with wine and beer and coffee, check it out. It really is becoming popular.
So yeah, that seems to be the new hotness, hanging out in
Yeah.
the Publix.
Honey, I'm going out to a bar tonight. You're what? Just kidding. I'm going to Publix.
Just the Publix.
Just
Yeah,
a Publix.
I have had the latte at the little Publix in Nocatee, and it's very good.
Okay.
So, I've had coffee there, and
I don't know if it's a good idea for me to go to Publix and have a drink at the bar because I'll completely forget about every grocery that I was supposed to pick up to begin with. So it's not going to work for me.
yeah. I don't know.
But I think it's another way of people connecting in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's another like meetup spot, another hangout. Yeah. And actually, speaking of, if you're just looking for cool things to do around in Jacksonville in November, I found this tab today. Visit Jacksonville.com. If you look for Kids Free November, there's a lot of attractions that have kids free in November. So, especially coming up on that Thanksgiving holiday, if you're looking for something fun to do and you're going to be in the area, you can check out the Community First Igloo. They'll have some free skate rentals, all kinds of things. You got to look at the fine print, but definitely something to check out. I highly recommend the Cummer Museum of Art and Gardens. That is a very cool place. So
Cool.
So definitely check this out if you're coming to the area in the Thanksgiving time frame.
Yeah. Well, wait, what web page is that to give them credit?
Okay. Visit Jacksonville.com.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look for Kids Free November.
Okay.
So you
shout out to them for that. That's an awesome little resource.
Yeah. So definitely check that out. And I know a lot of people will be in town this weekend for the Florida-Georgia game.
Oh yeah. It's going to be big.
Yep. So, and just,
Or not.
Fun. Well,
Give me a blowout.
well,
Sorry, guys.
But
we got so many Georgia fans here. It's crazy. I mean, did you realize how many Georgia fans we have? Do you realize it? Do you?
Oh, I know. I'm well aware. But that's why I said it the way I said it. I said Florida, Georgia, not Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So to me, it's always been Florida first. But anyways, so that's this weekend. And it'll be kind of an end of an era because this will be the last one at Everbank. Next year, they'll have it in Atlanta. The next year, it'll be in Tampa. And then it'll be back in Jacksonville in the new stadium.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anybody complain about Jacksonville traffic. I was driving in Tampa last weekend. Oh, my Lord. Folks, it is all relative of where you're coming from or whatnot, but Orlando and Tampa's traffic is insane. I mean, it makes Jacksonville look like a little puppy, if you ask me. Just saying. Sorry, Tampa. Sorry, Orlando, if you're watching. But my God, we had to drive through trying to get around Orlando to get to Tampa. I wanted to shoot myself because I-4 is just horrendous. And then you get into Tampa, and I'm like, this hasn't gotten much better. This is getting worse. So, you know, for all the people giving Jack's traffic a hard time, hey, Jack's people, get out more because you haven't been to any other cities to see what traffic's really like. And I drive through Atlanta all the time. And I drive through Atlanta all the time to get to my Blue Ridge, Georgia house. Forget that. So if all my people complain about Jacksonville traffic, please.
Yeah, no, we have it great. We have it made.
Yeah, we do. All right. We got it wrapped up.
That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
That's a record. That's a wrap, folks. I hope you enjoyed this version of Thursday night. Thank you, Miss Rachel. It was beautifully done. Now we know what's going on out and around Jacksonville, mostly in St. Augustine tonight, I think.
Yeah, a lot
of covered the World Golf Village, SilverLeaf, some of the bigger part of the developments going on. We're going to start hearing more and more about Everrange from me. They're starting to release floor plans out. We did that last week. If you haven't checked out that show, check it under the lives tabs. If you want to know about all the local happenings, that's on our Thursday night lives under the live tab. And then of course, for community overviews, if you're looking to move the area, I'd love to be your resource of choice. It doesn't cost you anything to have a real estate advocate on your behalf when you're building a home. Builders pay our commissions, and it's at no cost to you. And if you're thinking about building, don't build without having some kind of representation, someone who knows the builders and is going to be out looking out for you, because these are tract homes and there's going to be issues with it. So you can text, call, or email. My information will be in the description. It will also be pinned to the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. A lot of good stuff coming up. We're going to keep bringing this information to you. And of course, we want to tell you, if you think there's anything that we're missing or you want to learn more about, send us a text or email or put it in the comments, and we'll certainly do the research and entertain any questions you may have about the area that you would want to know about. Some great topics. So we would appreciate that. We welcome it. We appreciate it. And of course, for all of you that are enjoying Halloween tomorrow night on Friday night, be safe, have fun, and we'll see you next week.